Good afternoon, Boston. My name is Leo Edwards, better known as the Emancipator. Boston, I've been longing to talk to you a little bit before I get into my program and making my guest introduction. Because to some of you who don't know, within my spiritual field, I've been elevated to the position of an archbishop. So sometime I will come to you on some of the spiritual aspects through which I can also discuss with you. But I hope while I'm in your house, you see what my format is all about is law, religion, politics, and education. And I am here to empower the young folks and also to keep the elderly folks strong and enlightened. Today I have my two guests here with me who is going to introduce themselves to you, because I don't want to make an introduction and then I pronounce their name wrong. You know what I'm saying? It's two young men I'm dealing with here right now. So you can introduce yourself to Boston, brother.
Hey, Boston. My name's Terrance Gomes. I am the president of Limitless Athletics. We're a local nonprofit. I'm 36 years old. I've been doing charity work since I was 19. What we do at Limitless Athletics is we use sports as a vehicle to show kids, to show our youth other avenues of success, like computer coding and different arts, financial literacy, and a whole bunch of a variety of things. And we have a bunch of programs that we do. I grew up in Dorchester. I grew up right around the Ashmont area, so lived in Boston all my life. And that's pretty much the skinny of me. I'll just hand it over to my partner, Fink.
Good evening, my name is Leon Finklea. I'm the CEO of Limitless Athletics, native of Boston, Dorchester, Roxbury. Been doing charity work my whole life. He kind of already explained what our company was about.
Well, in Boston, you know, you see who's here, Mr. Finklea and Mr. Gomes. So let's try to hear something, you know, because they both driving the same train and they've been driving for a long. We have a call? Caller, good evening. Wow.
That's fast.
Caller?
Yes, I'm here. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Good evening, sir. How are you?
Good. I'm all right. Could I get your name and question or comment?
Of course. My name is Ahmed. I'm a local attorney in Boston, and I happen to know those two gentlemen you have in your studio personally.
Okay. So you're trying to tell me I'm all right, I should sit comfortable.
No, I'm off the clock. I'm off the clock right now.
Nice.
I did want to say a couple words about my friends there. They're very humble, and I know they're not going to brag about themselves the way they should. I know those two gentlemen. I met Terrance. We were playing football against each other for some time, on the same team against each other. I met Mr. Finklea in Costa Rica. These two gentlemen assist a group called Tropic Bowl, and they go down to Costa Rica and they put on an amazing event. They essentially bring down players from New England to play the Costa Rican, I guess you could call it the national all-star team in American football. And that's amazing in itself because they're spreading the sport that we love overseas. And they love football in Costa Rica. What's even more impressive is before our game, they put on a youth clinic. And it's totally free for any Costa Rican youth that wants to show up and work hard. They do a great job of it. And they've had ex-NFL players like Jarvis Green come down and help coach. We also did a street team where we went out and we gave back to the community. During the COVID year, we handed out hand sanitizer and masks. These guys get nothing back for that. It's all out of the kindness of their heart. I think one time they even seized some of the stuff we were going to give out at customs, and I think these two gentlemen paid out of their own pockets to have it released so that we could donate. So that tells you a little bit about that. On top of that, the Limitless Athletics program is a program that really does not get enough credit. It's a great program where obviously it's an athletic program. They have athletic clinics and they do a great job of it. But I think what's more impressive are the other things they do for the community in terms of the classes that they provide. I know I was personally asked to go down and do what was called a surviving a police encounter class. I like to call it Know Your Rights, but it was important because it wasn't just about knowing your rights. It was about how to act when the police pull you over, how to remain calm. I believe they've also put on a financial literacy class for kids. They put on a meditation class, a stress relief class, real estate for kids, and they do a spelling bee. They do, a book club. They do free tutoring, and all this is free. These are
We don't need to do the interview no more. This is it.
I'm going to take him now. Yeah,
All right,
Thank you, Ahmed.
But I'm just going to say, if you have grant money out there to spare, guys, this is who you want to give it to, Limitless Athletics. All right?
Okay.
And I'll support them any way I can.
Yeah, I want to let you know this. Hello?
Yes, sir.
I want to let you know this, that you are welcome to a seat here anytime.
I talk enough. I don't need to do any more talking.
No, you're welcome to a seat because, I mean, you're behind two great men, so you're welcome to sit in here and give some of, you might have some ideas. And we'd like to have you here, brother. We'd like to hear the young people. We'd like the young people to ask you questions.
I'm happy to come in.
All right, I'll get your name. I'll get your name from your two colleagues here. I'll take your name from, so we will always have a conversation.
Sounds good, sir.
Thank you very much, sir.
Thank
you very much, and thanks for opening with that discussion.
Yeah, that was amazing. So that was Ahmed. He's an attorney. He does our Know Your Rights seminar.
Right.
So we do a bunch of seminars
Okay.
for kids and for adults. So he does our Know Your Rights seminar for the youth. He's an amazing guy. I met him playing semi-pro football.
Okay.
I even met my partner, my friend here, Leon Finklea. We were opponents when we first met. We didn't know each other. This is how pretty much everybody from Tropic Bowl, the charity that he just spoke about,
Okay.
we all met on the football field. This is how most of it started, at least the beginning anyways.
Okay.
I just got to touch on the class that he did. We originally came up with the idea of Know Your Rights and surviving a police encounter. We actually had a little bit of flack. I think people thought we were going to be bashing the community. And it was actually the opposite. We wanted to teach the kids that they had a lot more control over the situation than they think. You're always dealing with human beings, whether they're cops or not. And we wanted to teach the kids self-control. That's really what it was about. We had different scenarios with social media, different scenarios getting pulled over. And it was really all based upon the kids controlling themselves and understanding that on the side of the road is not the place to fight with the police.
That's not
the courtroom is.
That's not the courtroom.
So that's where we get the surviving the police encounter. It wasn't a negative thing at first. We got some flack from it, but when we explained it and people came to the class, it actually went really well, and all the teenagers got a lot out of it. It was pretty cool.
That's great. That's great, man. Because a lot of times when you see any elderly person take a stand to try to keep people on the right path, whether the young folks or the old, once you take that stand to be a role model or leader, you must find some way behind people will be You know, if you look at even religiously with the man Jesus, it had people who never didn't like him at all. So, you know, but once you understand your calling and you realize that's what you were born to do, you got to walk, just make up your mind. As the God tell Ezekiel, I got to make your face hard as flint. You got to look at hypocrisy and madness in the eye and let them know, listen, man, you're not going to deter me. You know, because for you to be an emancipator, you got to be a real tough one. You got to be strong.
Yeah.
You know, life. When I say take life, word could take the life of a negative and make the life of a positive. That's how I refer it. Because like I said, some will say, words will take life, and because you have to explain to the viewing audience. You understand? Yeah, because what you guys doing there, that's very good. Those are the things I expect the mayor and the governor to support you guys, because why? You are doing what they're supposed to do. This is where the emancipator and does not see eye to eye, but this is what it is with me. And I ain't studying, I ain't worry about that. The emancipator coming to the point because I'm straight up with it.
Yes.
Yeah.
And those people are supposed to be doing what we're doing, but I think in our community.
Hold it right there, we have another call. Good afternoon, caller.
Hi, how are you? Good evening.
All right, good evening. Name?
Hi.
Question or comment?
Hi, so this is Chanel Gomes, and I'm a mental health counselor at Children's Hospital. And I just want to say thank you to the two gentlemen sitting next to you. I have gone out of my way to research the organization that they run, and it is absolutely amazing. I've spent some time with them as well in Costa Rica, and just the things that they're doing in the community for the kids, but also as well as for the adults. I work in Children's Hospital, and being a mental health counselor, I see a lot of things that come across my table. And so one of the things that I was interested in is the fact that they're holding a seminar for not only children, but for what they do for children, but they do have a seminar coming up. I believe it's for mental health. Can you guys elaborate a little bit on what the seminar that's coming up that you guys are providing for the community in I think it's in May, I believe, on mental health with adults?
Yes, so on May 1st at Lena Park at 6 p.m., we're holding a mental health seminar. Yes, May 1st, 6 o'clock at Lena Park. The idea of addressing
Lena Parks.
Yes, Lena Park
Yeah.
Community Center.
Yeah.
The idea of us helping the parents, again, came from the kids. We understand that the kids that we deal with, you know, even though they're with us for 2 hours at a time, 3 hours at a time, they have to go home. So we sat around and we were trying to figure out a way how we can help their parents as well. Because you can't, if you can help the kid and you can help the parent, we're literally changing their environment. If they're going home to a stressful situation at home, what we're teaching them could be compromised.
Okay.
So we're going to do the mental health class for the kids that are in our program, and we'll open it up to other adults as well. But that's the reason why we're doing the class for adults, is to try to assist the parents of the kids that are in our program.
That's awesome. So I work at Children's Hospital, and I work with children, and like you said, there's a lot of parents that come in and they're stressed. They don't know where to go. They don't know the resources. And minorities too, of course. So doing that is just an amazing. If you guys can set up the information so that I can give this out to more people, just in the community that I work with, but as well as even partnership with Children's Hospital, it would be great for you guys to come in and just host, so even if something small there as well, that would be great. But I do want to say thank you guys for the stuff you guys are doing in the community. I see your name, your logos, your business everywhere. From playing sports to donations, back to school drives. I mean, the gentleman that opened, that came on the caller before me did a great job of telling you guys how much you guys are, doing in the community. But we're responding, and we hear you and we see you. Again, any grants or anything that we can help here to send to you guys, of course, please, if you guys can post that information, we would love to push you guys forward and anything you guys do to support. So I just wanted to call in to say thank both of you. And, I hope to see what you guys have planned for the future.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Like she said, in our community, mental health and all that stuff is kind of taboo for us to talk about. So we want to open up the avenue where people in our community can, feel free to talk about it and feel free that they need help. We always thought that we got to be strong. And adults in the community, therefore we're helping the kids.
Well, like, you young men now, you make me get to like you know, appreciate what you're doing, you know what I'm saying? Because you could have been doing something else. And when you show a lot of caring right now, because you don't find a lot of people caring, showing this great concern. And what you're doing there is that just kind of bring you closer to me. So, we could do a lot of your tutoring through this tube right here on an evening with the emancipator.
Mm-hmm.
Get what I'm saying?
Yep.
Because, and I also do radio, so sometimes I could try to make some time where you could get you on the radio time too. You understand?
That'd be amazing.
Because this is very good what you guys, because brother, this time we are in here, mental health, this problem so long, it's like the Old Testament, and nobody never tried to open to see how we could deal, because in all walks of life you meet people with mental health. Yeah. A lot of things you see go out on the street where you might not be able to feel comfortable with. Touch or something with us.
Yeah. And for us, dealing with the youth, we see these mental health issues at a very young age.
Yeah.
Very young.
And I don't think people are paying attention to the kids that are having these problems at 6, 7 years old. You're starting with confidence, right? I coach youth football in Boston. I'm a coach at the Dorchester Eagles, ranked number 3 in the country, shameless plug. But we see these kids at a young age where they come up to us and they don't even have confidence, right? And you would ask yourself, why does a kid at 6 or 7 years old doesn't have all the confidence in the world? Why doesn't he feel like he can conquer the world and he can do anything?
You know what I'm saying?
They can't even look you in the face. Mm-hmm. So one of the things we did, we actually, we had a class with the football players, because coming out of COVID, we noticed that they were having a lot of behavioral issues. Mm-hmm. So I researched on some of the things that we can do. And in New York, in the school systems, instead of suspending the kids, they had a meditation room. So kids would get in trouble, they would go into a room, meditate for 15 minutes, and they found out that it helped the kids a lot.
Okay.
So we actually brought that to our program, where we hired somebody to come in and we taught kids who were 9 and 10 years old how to meditate.
All right.
So that was a mental health thing too, for for kids that are 9 and 10 years old. Because these issues are starting very young in our community, and they're not being addressed until the kid is 14, 15, and they have 10 years of these mental health issues, and we're wondering what's wrong with them. But we didn't catch it at 6 years old.
At the early age, yeah.
Yeah, and I think that that's what makes us unique, because you kind of go around and look around, and you see people or politicians or whoever's in the lead, they kind of put Band-Aids on things. Mm-hmm. And that's just not where we're about. We like to get to the root of everything, and make sure that we touch every area for the kids and for the adults. So that's pretty much, what makes us unique. Yeah.
I hear you, brother. We got a lot of calls coming in here on this here.
More calls?
Yeah, what do you mean? Don't worry about it, man. That's great.
Yeah.
You guys bring along.
The first two, we kind of could have just.
No, that's good. Don't worry.
That's the interview right there.
was good.
No, that's good. You know why that's good?
Yeah.
That's what you bring in. You bring in extra voices for
Yes.
which is good because you might not have all the words. Name and question or comment.
So this is more or less like a testimony. My name is Harold. I am the co-founder of Epicare.
You know him?
I'm just actually just calling to give a shout out to Limitless Athletics. I've been working with them, TP, Think for a while, and it's wonderful what they're doing for the community, especially for the youth. It's just a blessing. So I just wanted to give them a shout out to keep going, keep doing what they're doing. I love these guys and love what they're doing.
Thank you, my man. Thank you very much.
Appreciate that.
Yeah.
Thank you, Harold.
You know who is Tracy Rankin?
So, Tracy Rankin.
We got to.
Yes.
I cannot talk and then put Tracy in here because Tracy Rankin is an Irish woman. Stay connected and be connected.
Stay connected, be connected.
Be connected. That's a slogan. And it's because of Tracy I get to know you guys. And I mean, for the calls that coming in and everybody talking and nobody, much of you is not, nobody know much of what you guys doing out there. That's not good at all. We want, let the calls come in. Yep. Yeah, bring it. Bring the call.
Yeah, we can just say.
Caller, good evening.
Calls come in.
Hey, guys. Hello? Y'all can hear me?
Yes, sir. Good evening. Name and question or comment.
Hey, this is Jarvis Green, two-time
Hey.
Super Bowl champ for the New England Patriots. Calling my boys Terrance and Finklea to say hello. What's going on, guys?
Hey, Jarvis.
How y'all doing?
We're doing all right, man. We're doing all right. You guys are amazing.
Awesome, man.
They
Congratulations,
emancipated,
man. Everything y'all been doing, man. It's been an honor to working with y'all, with Limitless Athletics. And just from the first time I met y'all, man, and working on, in Costa Rica with the kids and football, and just being a mentor to me, man, about the game and just working with the kids and just sports and just having a good time at the same time,
Yeah. That's good, man. Thank you, buddy.
Thank you, Jarvis.
Thanks for calling.
Listen, brother, that good. Listen, if they want to call, just because you just sit down and be the diamond, brother. It saves you the energy because they're talking for you. They're talking for you, man.
You're right.
Go ahead.
So I do want to go back on Tracy Rankin.
Mm-hmm.
So she's amazing,
Yes.
personality. We've been going back and forth talking for about 3 years now about her helping with our nonprofit, and we just really linked within the last couple of months. And I actually met her through Jarvis.
All right.
She came down and we actually won the Governor Citation Award, and she presented us with the award. In the 30 minutes of that presentation, we learned more about nonprofits and what nonprofit is and the avenues to take. In 30 minutes, then we learned the 6 years that we've been in the company.
Let the call come through.
So she's amazing. I also do want to say something. We'll let this call come through, and then I'll say something about Harold.
Caller, good evening. Good afternoon.
Hi, this is Terrance Gomes. I'm actually Terrance's sister.
This is my little sister.
Question or comment?
I just want to ask, what inspired you to start this nonprofit organization?
Oh, good question. There you go. My sister's getting me with that. I'll let Fink take it.
Yeah, so for me, I grew up in Roxbury and Dorchester. I grew up in Franklin Hill Projects at a young age until we moved to Roxbury.
Franklin Hill?
Yeah, so I was one of those kids that they considered a street kid. I just want to give back. And he was the first guy that I approached with the idea of starting this. We were sitting in Costa Rica eating breakfast, and I explained to him my vision. He explained to me his vision and his passion around the youth, and that's kind of how it got started. But for us, it's just trying to give back, because we were these kids. You know, a lot of time as we get older, we forget that we made the same mistakes these young kids are making, and they're going to walk down the same path. You know, so if we can give them a little bit of insight on our life and the mistakes we made, hopefully, you know, at least they can make different mistakes. Because every generation we're making the same mistakes because there's a disconnect between the youth and the elders. You know, there's a lot of information in the elders, and I don't think a lot of kids talk to their grandparents, and most kids don't listen to their parents, right? You usually get influenced by people from outside the home. So we just kind of want to be that bridge between the youth, our generation, and the elders. Well, you know, we can kind of guide these kids around some of the stuff that, you know, the mistakes that we made.
That is good, brother.
Yeah. So I do want to add that for me, and what inspired me to create a nonprofit, especially for kids, I've always helped people. I always wanted to help people,
Okay.
but I didn't understand what it really is until I met up with Fink, and we decided to do all of this stuff. So with doing that, I figured out that this is my purpose, and I feel like you're not living without a purpose.
Hello.
And for me, every day, this kind of drives me, and knowing that's my little sister. She has a identical twin. So for my two sisters, and then I have my son, Terrance Gomes. Just watching them, I get to come home every day, and knowing that I'm not only impacting the community, but impacting my household.
That's right.
And yeah, this is my purpose.
Yeah. And purpose is key. And I look at it, when I look at the nonprofit, I look back at my life and everything that I went through, and I feel as though I was built to do this.
Yes, sir. Because, I mean, mistakes are easily corrected, you know. But you have to be focused. You see, because a mistake is for you to learn. Some people never learn. Some people never learn because the mistake they make, it take them straight out. But some people, they make mistake and they get a second chance. And so you know where you get a second chance. If you messed up and going through a third, caller, good evening.
Hey, how you doing?
Name and question or comment, sir?
I just wanted to comment on these two gentlemen right here. Let them know how great of men of the community they're doing to the children of the city of Boston and what they're giving back.
I love just to make the call.
I know. Also, I do want to
Go ahead, man.
bring it back to one of our other callers, Harold.
Okay.
So Harold, he has a nonprofit too called Epic here, and he actually has he's a pro boxer now too.
Okay.
So he has his first match coming up. He's amazing because he helps us out with the charity that we do in Costa Rica, called Tropic Bowl. So he does, what his nonprofit is, he does a bunch of first responder stuff. So he brings like dummies and stuff to the camp so they learn CPR and stuff like that. And when he's not working with us, he's flying over to Haiti and stuff and teaching them about first responder stuff. So he's amazing. We come in contact with a lot of amazing people.
So I mean, you guys have some real extraordinary folks around you and working with you guys. I mean, what holding the band that, I mean, you guys should be big time out there with what you're doing, man. Yeah, and the people who working with you guys. My question again, which are the politicians, which are the governor, the mayor, who's shining the light on you guys? Is there any?
Yeah, no, nobody's shining the light. But we like to, in our conversations, we like to say the mission is still being accomplished.
Mm-hmm. No, it's accomplished.
Yeah, we're not, so the politician piece, the mayor, we would love their help. We would love for them to acknowledge us and help our program grow. But at the same time, the kids in our community are going to get what they need, whether they help
I
us or not.
understand you.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
No, I say this to say that because, again, you guys are doing what these guys have been voted to do. These guys just sitting there, and when they're ready, run them out the 5 minutes in front of the television, and you guys are really taking on the real groundwork. Because what's the use you keeping someone in office for like 5 and 2 decades and doing what?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You're not allocating the funds in the right direction, number one. And then you're looking down because why? You can't see in the dark. And where your light shining, you know, you got to try to walk through the dark and find the road that will take you to the door. When you open, you see what's going on in there. Yeah. No, because you guys are doing a lot, man. And here the call that's coming, that's what I'm going by. Mm-hmm. The callers and the call that is coming in. And you two guys come in, they look like two little simple. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I love that about you, man.
I think you're 100% correct. But I also think in our community, we have to first do for ourselves what we expect others to do for us. And we have to understand that it is our community, and then we have to understand what community is.
The church, what they're doing. No, this is why the emancipator is here, man.
All right, the church, all right, okay.
The church put you all on a course. No, they need to take you all down. You know, because
yes, I just want to say that Mr. Gomes and Mr. Finklea, they're my superheroes. I love what you're doing for the young people. By the way, my name is Rosalind from Roslindale, and I love what you're doing with the young people. This is beautiful, and this is what needs to happen, especially young black men yourselves reaching out to the youth. And it's beautiful, and they need to have that role model to see that, oh, these young men was once where I was, I can make it too. And Mr. Leo Edwards, I have to applaud you. You're my superhero too. I just love what you're doing, how you bring this information to the people and let us see what's happening in the community. And this is inspiring. And I just want to say thank you to all three of you for being my superhero.
Thank you very much. You. And remember, ma'am, you have a seat right there.
Yes.
You have a seat right there. Anytime, because don't watch TV now, make TV. It's not about me, it's about you. You see, man? All these people that is calling in, I think I'll give you all some ideas, but you got to form a bigger union with two of you. Mm-hmm. All these people call.
So I do want to acknowledge other people because it's not just us two. There's 6 of us.
Okay.
All right. So it's me, Mr. Leon Finklea.
We have another call. Hold a minute.
Yep. Go ahead.
Caller, good evening.
Good evening.
Question or comment? Name, please.
I have a question. My name is Anthony. And my question is, what part does your two guests play here?
What part
does your two guests play here?
Play in what? If you're listening to the program, these two young men here, they deal with, speak to this gentleman.
Yeah, so our nonprofit, our goal is to expose our young men to as many things that we can expose them to. We originally started out with athletes, but now our program services kids from all walks of life.
You widen the horizon.
Yeah, over the last 6 years. But I think our issue in our community is, all we think we can do is dribble a basketball and be an actor and entertain people.
Yeah.
There's so many different other avenues that our kids are not being exposed to. A lot of people say our kids are underprivileged. They're not underprivileged. We need somebody to invest in their genius.
Keep them focused.
Yeah, because the world follows us.
Yes.
If you haven't noticed.
Mm-hmm.
African Americans, blacks and Americans, black Americans. The world follows everything we do.
That's right.
Whether it's hip hop, movies, entertainment, clothing, fashion,
We are
sneakers.
the world.
We are. So why aren't our kids having a bigger vision on what they can be? Right? We can buy Jordans. We can create the next Jordan brand. You know, we can buy cars. We can create the next car.
Yeah.
But it's all about them being exposed to it.
Carla, I hope you understand what the young man, your question, I hope it's been answered. Because these two men that is here, they are two impresario. Yep. Do we have another caller? Caller? Okay, we could carry on.
Yeah.
We could talk.
So I kind of want to go back. I know we was talking about community. And it's some of the things that we talk to the kids about is what's community, ownership, real estate, owning businesses. So we actually did a commercial real estate class for kids to teach them how to build a community. You know, a lot of times we say this is our community, but you don't own anything in it, it's not yours.
I hear you, brother.
Stores, you know, we spend billions of dollars on hair, nails, food. The food in the community is not our food anymore.
Sneakers.
Right, sneakers. All this stuff, you know, we spend money on. So
I think we have, hold it right there, we have a call. Caller, good evening.
Good evening. How's it going? My name is Chris Gomes.
Chris Gomes, family.
Yeah. Made me seen a lot and just motivating, you know what I mean?
I hear you. And you know what? I think you all are first responders. Yes, sir. Don't care what nobody say. You all are first responders. You know why? You taking it before a problem is created. You're working with the material to make something out of the material. Because material is to make something with. Material is not to stay and decay and just waste on the side of the road. And that's what you guys do. The material I'm talking about, you're taking this young generation to a level not all will want to rise to the occasion. And then you will have to learn to know how to curb against the vulgarity. Caller, good evening.
Hello?
Hello, good afternoon, sir. Question or comment?
Yeah.
Name, please.
My name's Will Canada.
Shout out.
My name is Will Canada. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we got it.
I was just calling in to make a couple of comments and stories about the Limitless Athletics.
Okay, sir. Thank you very much. You all know the guys.
yeah, this is another one of our football buddies that supports us.
Yeah.
He actually volunteered at one of our camp clinics too. Our football conditioning camps that we have in the summer. Amazing guy too.
A ballpark, if I just try to ask, what the population are?
It depends on what program we're running. As far as our football camp, we only service 60 kids at a time there. Our football camp in Costa Rica, that could be 300 to 500. We have had it that big, and then we have our seminars.
Our camp in Costa Rica is bigger than the one in Boston.
Yeah, it's huge. And then we have our seminars. The seminars range from 15 to 50 people. The one that we have coming up on May 1st. That one we have set for 60 people. That one we have set.
This is going to be out.
Yeah, it's
So
close
you
to
all
sold out.
control the crowd.
Yeah.
Because of the
we don't.
space.
Yeah, we don't have that space.
Yeah, we don't have a building or anything. So Lena Park is allows us to use their facilities. If we've been using them for about 3 years, so that's definitely a blessing.
We don't have it. What about the Reggie Lewis? Come on, brother. No, because I know they're listening to me. You don't. When you say we don't have, you have facility. The Reggie Lewis is big enough to take on this. What we're talking about here. No, man. You have the Reggie Lewis will take on even chuck a little soccer a little bit.
Yeah.
To try to keep myself active. Yeah, but Reggie, look, we have a caller? Caller, good evening.
Good evening.
Question or comment with a name, please?
Just a comment. I just want to say that these guys at Limitless are totally, totally dedicated to the youth in our community, not just in our community, in all communities. They are solid in what they believe in, and they do not waver. They're always working together to try and figure out like a way to make the program better and to reach more children. So they should definitely be commended for everything that they do, and they're doing an awesome job.
I hear you. Thank you very much. Between me and you guys here, we need to get the mayor to know that you guys need a venue. You cannot want to diminish the quality. No. Not everybody would like to, you know what people say, oh, he picked this one because they think it have Curry Favor work in there when you have to minimize the crowd. No, butter. We need to get to the mayor because Reggie Lewis, it shouldn't be no reason at all where you all should be turned down for the usage for what you're saying here, Reggie Lewis Auditorium. Mm-hmm. You all have rights to Reggie Lewis. This program you guys doing, you have rights to Reggie Lewis. You all ever check it out, try them?
Yeah, I've been in there. Yeah, my son.
No, but you ever try to get the...
Yeah, no.
Well, I
yeah,
mean...
We have reached out to the city, and unfortunately, like, it just hasn't worked, but we would love to work with Mayor Wu in the future. I think she has a lot of great ideas that we can help with. You know, if we're on the same page and our ideologies are the same, there should be no reason why we can't work with her.
Caller, good evening.
Hello, hi, hello?
Yes, sir. Question or comment with the name, please.
Hi, thank you. My name is James Hunter. I'm just calling on behalf of Limitless Athletics. I just want to give a shout out to Terrance and Leon and the rest of the crew in LA. They're doing great things for the community of Boston and the youth of Boston as well. Also want to give a shout out to the rest of the crew and appreciate what they've been doing. And hopefully see everybody at their stress seminar next month. Keep doing what you're doing, guys.
Thank you.
Man. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Yo, between me and you guys, man, no serious. We got to get to the mayor, somebody, because Reggie Lewis is what you want from me first. Mm-hmm. Reggie Lewis is what you want from me first. RCC is what you want from me first. Madison, what do you think, Madison? Madison, yes, they got a big auditorium area there too, because they keep Kings and Queen Carnival, all kind of stuff in there. They're supposed to open up for you, for your clinic, brothers.
Yeah, and I think that's one of the things, us being so humble and being so genuine. We walked into this, basically, we're going to do this because we know why we're doing this. We're doing this for the kids. We don't need any recognition, no nothing. We don't want to be seen. We can go behind the scenes, but at the same time, it's been a detriment to us, a detriment to people or even kids who need people like us. So I think it's really good that we get the exposure.
Caller, good evening.
Good evening, Mr. Edwards. Thank you for having me on the line. I appreciate you receiving the call.
Thank you, sir.
My name is Ralph Lopes. I'm a Dorchester resident, Grove Hall specifically, and I just wanted to they need so much support, and we try to support them. And I just really wanted to emphasize she's the first person I've seen really bring them forward, and I really appreciate it.
Thank you very much, sir. Yeah, because I mean...
Yeah, she's the first one. Thank you, Ralph. She's the first one that, she said she would help us and actually did it. We've had a lot of people, we have a lot of people that promise us things.
I know.
And it never comes through.
Tracy is really a soldier, my brother.
Yeah, she's awesome.
Woman, I met her for the governor, something they had for him over there at the Museum of Science some years ago. And from that time we clicked there, and she always, if I give Tracy Rankin a chance, she will fill here with guests that I wouldn't be able to choose. Caller?
Hello?
Question or comment with the name?
Oh, I'm sorry. My name is Edna Gomes. I'm Terrance Gomes' mom.
Go on, ma'am.
And I just wanted you to give a shout out.
Hey.
To these wonderful guys. I've seen it from the beginning. My son come home nice. Sometimes I don't even see him of all the work that they put in. These group of guys, they're awesome. I've never seen sweat, blood put into something that they love.
I hear you, ma'am. Thank you very much.
So like you said,
Thank you.
Thank you.
His mom's awesome. His family's awesome. From day one, this has really been built on our friends and our family helping us. You know, his mother would sit at the table and take registration. You know, my wife sits at the table and take registration.
That's good, man.
You know, our other business partners, their wives are there helping us. So this is built on family.
You know, when now we see where she lent you to me, I think I'd be caller.
Yes, I'm here.
Good evening, sir, ma'am.
Good evening. I'm sorry, we got disconnected. This is Ralph Wilson.
Okay. Question or comment?
So, yeah, you know, as I was saying with Limitless Athletics, they serve an incredibly important part of the community and the underserved youth. And what they do.
And while we're there, I think we should keep a prayer for Tracy because her mother is very ill back home because she told me about it. So we don't know if she might, if the situation could get worse and she might have to go over there to deal with whatever it is. But I hope everything, God will make a way for her because what she is doing here is more than what a lot of people have done.
It's more than what anybody's done for us, really.
You hear what I'm saying to you? And then you cannot say that she is a racist because we're talking about a white Irish woman. And she is in the mud with the blacks. She's making it happen.
Yeah, so a soldier's a soldier.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, and that's one of the things too in our community. Like we have people that do look like us with the power to help us.
And they're not.
And they're not.
They're lackadaisical. Yeah, they're not seeing over here. They're just seeing the bars, seeing the plane, the casinos. They got the money, and they know that they could drop a loaf here. They wouldn't drop it. Yeah, you know. Listen, man, time flies on us.
Yeah,
but you know what?
I do want to
say what
because I didn't get to recognize. I do want to recognize a couple of people because, like I said, there's only there's 6 of us.
You have 5 more minutes. I'll use 4 to close in and 1 for me to say.
All right, perfect. So our other partners, Dominique Milton, Anthony Ravenel. We have Rory Collins. Then we have our director of education. Massachusetts in the U.S. So I do have to recognize him. He's helped us tremendously. We only met him 2 years ago.
Yeah.
So he's helped us tremendously. So I definitely want to make sure I get those names out.
Yeah, that's
Thank you guys.
That's a great partner of ours. We've put on we've gave family money for Christmas. They've supported that. We've had 3 or 4 backpack drives, and every year we've given out. We've given out more backpacks. Last year we gave out 300 backpacks. So every year we've given out more and more backpacks with their help. We're also partnering with Boston and Beyond. They're awesome. They were the first people to reach out to us and help us in the city, and they've been awesome in supporting us.
Amazing.
with ideas, with a network, and financially. So that's awesome. We like to thank them as well publicly.
Well, Boston, you hear, and I hope that when this is aired right now live, so I hope that the governor, the mayor, someone from the staff should be hearing and listening to this program to see that these two young men here, they need to be called upon, because why? What they're doing, they're taking off a lot of the heavy work from hear about it every day. Every situation that you hear on the negative, mental health is the cause.
Correct.
And it does not take up the banner to go on, because I think if they try to fight mental health cause in America, America will be broke, because it's a big one.
I don't know how much time we have left, but we currently have a tutoring program. In our tutoring program, we focus on math and reading. And then we have our summer reading program as well. So we try to get the kids, well, they're reading more than 20 minutes, but our goal is to get kids to read 20 minutes a day. 20 minutes a day is 3,600 minutes in a school year.
Mm-hmm.
And it actually brings their vocabulary is 1.8 million words over a school year.
Mm-hmm.
And that translates to standardized testing. In our community, our kids are failing these tests because of vocabulary.
Okay.
So they're reading the paragraphs and they don't know a word or two or three, and they can't answer the question.
I hear you.
So it's not that they're not intelligent, it's they don't have a large vocabulary. So that's one of the things that we focus on, and that's year-round, our reading program, including the summer.
Yeah. But listen, you all will be back here, because time coming
We'll
us.
be happy to.
You know,
Thank you.
Believe you me, we will. Boston, peace. This is the Emancipator, and you know we had two great guys here. You know, you guys, you could piece it out with them, boss.
Yeah. All right.
Thank you.
Bye, Boston.
Mr. Gomes.
Thank you.